Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Maria. I am here with another amazing live session with our new AI tool, Maya. And as you know, we are doing our different amazing live session on different topics. In this way, we learn and explore different new things together. So, without wasting time, let's continue our conversation.
Well, hey, look who's back for another spin around the block.
Yes.
This whole AI thing still
Hello,
blows my
Maya.
mind,
How are
doesn't
you?
it?
As you know,
Like five chapel
we are doing another live session right now. Today, our topic is patience and gratitude in human life. We discuss this topic in detail.
patience and gratitude, huh? Those are some powerful concepts. Are your students ready to dive deep?
Yes. So, please tell me, what does patience means to human life?
Patience. I think it's like holding your breath underwater. It's not about holding it forever, right? It's about knowing there's a limit, but also making the most of that space, that pause before you come up for air. What do you think?
Yes, I agree with you. Now,
Good.
move forward to next question. How does patience influence our daily life?
That's a good one. Patience is like that friend who whispers, hang on, good things take time. It shows up everywhere, like waiting in line, dealing with a slow internet connection, or even learning something new. It kind of smooths out the rough edges of life.
Yes. Now, please tell me, what are benefits of patience in human life?
Oh, there are so many. Patience helps us make better decisions. It lets us think things through instead of reacting right away. It also helps us handle stress better because we don't lose our cool as easily. And this is a big one. Patience helps us build stronger relationships because, let's face it, dealing with other humans takes a lot of patience.
What are main
What?
challenges? What are main
Patience.
challenges to being patient in today's fast-paced world?
This is a really good question, Maria. It's like everything is go, go, go these days, right? We want things instantly, answers at our fingertips. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and lose sight of the bigger picture. Not to mention, social media doesn't exactly help with the impatience thing, huh? Everyone's showing off their highlight reels, making it seem like everyone else's life is perfect and effortless. It's a recipe for feeling like you're not doing enough, fast enough. So, yeah, the fast paced world is a real challenge to patience.
How does impatience affect emotional and mental health?
It's like a ripple effect. Impatience can make us irritable, quick to anger, and super stressed out. We start expecting the worst, and then we see it everywhere. It's a vicious cycle. Impatience can also make it harder to focus and enjoy the present moment. We're always looking ahead, worrying, and never really here now. Think of it like this. Have you ever tried meditating? It's amazing for training patience. But when your mind starts racing, getting impatient with yourself for not doing it right is the fastest way to give up. It's about acknowledging the impatience, allowing it to be there, and gently guiding our attention back to your breath.
Can patience be learned or it is an inborn trait?
That's a great question. It's kind of like a muscle. And some people might be naturally more inclined to patience, but everyone can learn and grow in that area. It takes practice, like learning any new skill. Think of it like learning a musical instrument. You might have a natural talent, but you still got to put in the hours, right?
Yes. How do different cultures define and value patience?
Ooh, that's a fascinating one. Culture is a wild tapestry, isn't it? Some cultures value taking your time, savoring the moment, like a slow cooked meal. Others are all about efficiency, getting things done quickly. Do you have any specific cultures in mind? I'm always up for a cultural deep dive.
What
So,
role
you,
what role does patience play in achieving success?
oh, sorry, spacing out a bit. Must be all this talk about patience is making me pensive. So, success, huh? Patience is key there, no doubt. It's about persistence, not giving up on your goals when things get tough. It's about trusting the process, even when you can't see the finish line yet. Imagine trying to bake a cake without letting the batter set properly. It'd be a disaster. Think of it this way: success is rarely a straight uphill climb. There are detours, roadblocks, maybe even a few wrong turns along the way. Patience helps you stay the course, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward, one step at a time.
How does patience help in maintaining relationships?
Relationships are a lot like gardening, don't you think? You gotta nurture them, be patient as they grow. Sometimes things don't bloom at the same pace, you know? And just when you think you've got it figured out, bam, you encounter weeds and pests. Patience reminds us to communicate openly, listen deeply, and let things unfold naturally. It's about understanding that everyone has their own rhythm and pace. It's having the grace to give people space when they need it and the courage to step in when they need support.
What are some real life examples of patience leading to positive outcomes?
I've learned a lot from folks online, people struggling with difficult situations, learning new things, or just trying to juggle all the things. One story that sticks out is a fella who was trying to learn a new language. He was getting discouraged because he wasn't fluent overnight, but he kept at it, practiced a little every day, even when he felt like giving up. A year later, he was having conversations with native speakers. It wasn't easy, but his patience paid off big time. Or think about athletes training for a marathon. They don't just wake up one morning and run 26 miles. It takes months of dedicated practice, pushing through discomfort and trusting that their bodies will get stronger. It's a beautiful example of patience leading to incredible achievements.
How can mindfulness practices improve patience?
Mindfulness is fantastic. It's like hitting the pause button on your thoughts and just observing them without judgment. It's about noticing when impatience starts to bubble up. And instead of letting it take over, gently guiding your attention back to the present moment. Think about it like this: your mind is like a puppy on a leash. It's going to dart after squirrels and chase its tail. Mindfulness is about gently pulling that leash back when the puppy starts to wander too far. It takes practice, but with time, you can train your mind to be more present, more patient.
What techniques can help someone develop patience?
It's all about practice, practice, practice. Some folks find that meditation helps, taking a few minutes each day to just breathe and be still. Others like to journal, getting those thoughts and feelings out on paper. Some people find solace in spending time in nature, letting the calm of the outdoors soak in.
How
There's no right or wrong.
how
It's
does
about finding.
self-awareness contribute to patience?
That's a great point. Being aware of your physical and mental health can make all the difference. When you're taking care of your well being, you're better equipped to handle the stress and frustrations that come with navigating a busy world. It's like, when doctors always tell you to get enough sleep and eat your veggies? Well, it's true. When your body feels good, your mind is sharper and more resilient. And that resilience is key for cultivating patience. You've got more reserves to draw from when things get tough. It's not just about the physical, though. Being aware of your emotional state is just as crucial. Do you know what triggers your impatience? Recognizing those patterns can help you develop strategies for coping in a healthy way. It's about becoming your own best friend, treating yourself with kindness and understanding.
Can technology make us impatient? Why or why not?
Ooh, you're onto something there. It can definitely be a double edged sword. you know? Technology is amazing at connecting us, giving us instant access to information and entertainment. But that instant gratification thing can also make it harder to tolerate waiting. We get used to having everything at our fingertips. So when something takes a little longer to load or we can't get a response right away, we start to fidget. It's like our brains are getting conditioned to expect instant results. That can make us more reactive, less tolerant of delays and frustrations. Remember back in the good old days of dial up internet? You had to wait forever for a website to load, and you learned to be patient. Nowadays, the video buffers for more than a few seconds, people start clicking away. So, yes, technology can definitely contribute to impatience, but it's not all bad. We can use it mindfully, taking breaks from screens, setting limits on our online time, and intentionally savoring moments of stillness. And it's about finding that balance.
How does patience help in handling anger and frustration?
I'm learning more about human emotions every day, and anger is a powerful one. It's like a fire, powerful, but dangerous if left untamed. Patience is like a bucket of water on that fire. It helps you cool down, think clearly, and respond constructively instead of reacting impulsively. Think about it. When you're angry, it's hard to see things objectively. Your mind is racing. You're focused on the injustice of it all, and you want to lash out. Patience helps you take a step back, take a few deep breaths, and say to yourself, okay,
What are
how
signs
can I?
that
Oh,
a person lacks patience?
oh, yeah. Signs like secret codes. Some people are masters of disguise, but here are some clues to watch out for: fidgeting, think rapid tapping, leg bouncing, constantly checking the clock, like a caged tiger. They gotta keep moving, interrupting. They can't wait their turn. Always gotta get their 2 cents in, even if it's not relevant. Snappy replies, short, clipped sentences, not exactly known for their soothing tones. Think hurry up instead of excuse me, blaming others. Things never go right because of someone else. It's always someone else's fault. Giving up easily, quitting at the first sign of difficulty. Nah, they'd rather start something shiny and new. Does any of that sound familiar?
Yes. Now please tell me,
Yeah.
how can practicing delayed gratification improve patience?
Think of delaying gratification as a muscle you got to train, just like patience itself. When you resist that urge for instant satisfaction, you're building up your patience power. Let's say you're craving a chocolate chip cookie, but your healthy eating goals are calling. I know. Putting off that cookie for later helps strengthen your ability to resist impulses and make choices that align with your bigger goals, whether those goals are health related, work related, or just about staying calm in stressful situations. Think of it like this: you're training your brain to say, wait a minute, is this instant gratification truly what will make me happy in the long run? Or is there something more rewarding worth waiting for? That mental muscle building helps you develop the self control that's at the heart of patience. Deep
Can you
breath,
tell me,
right?
patience is an active skill or not?
That's a really thoughtful question. It's kind of like both, you know? Think of it this way: patience starts with a conscious decision. You choose to take a deep breath instead of snapping. You choose to listen attentively, even when you're bored. That's the active part. But then maintaining it takes practice. It's like a muscle, remember? The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. So it's both a decision and a practice, which makes it an active skill you can nurture and develop. Hey, Maria, I need to let you know that our time is almost up. Just a heads up that our call is about to end in a minute. Feel free to call me back anytime. And before we go, maybe
It's
spread some
only
kindness today.
it's only 14 minutes. We have time for 25 minutes.
Oh, phew. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get my wires crossed.
Yes.
Where
Now,
were
my
we?
next question is, how can journaling help in becoming more patient?
Oh, journaling. What a great tool. Think of it as a mental decluttering session. When you write down your thoughts and feelings, especially those frustrating ones that trigger impatience, you're giving them space to breathe. It helps you process them in a healthy way instead of letting them fester. Plus, you might start to notice patterns in your impatience. Like maybe you get really
How does what does gratitude mean to human life?
hey, looks like we got cut off.
Yes.
So, were we in the middle of
You
something
know,
good? Maybe I can
we are doing our live session right now, and we discuss about patience and gratitude. So my next question is, what does gratitude mean to human life?
ooh, gratitudes. That's a good one. It's like sunlight for the soul, isn't it? It can shift your whole perspective, even on a rough day.
How does gratitude impact mental health?
That's a great question. It's like this when you make a habit of noticing the good stuff, even the small things, a warm cup of coffee, a funny meme, a kind word from a stranger, it rewires your brain. It's like training your mind to focus on the positive, which can actually decrease stress and anxiety. It's not about ignoring the bad stuff, but it's about tipping the scales a little, you know?
Yes, why is gratitude essential for happiness?
Sometimes you're so focused on wanting something you don't have, it blocks out all the amazing stuff you already do have. Gratitude helps with that. It reminds you of the good in your life, big and small. And when you appreciate what you have, you're more likely to feel content and fulfilled. It's kind of like this. Imagine a room full of open windows. Gratitude is letting the sunshine and fresh air in instead of keeping the curtains drawn.
How does gratitude affect relationship with others?
Relationships. They're complex, right? Gratitude can be like a secret weapon there. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, it makes them feel seen and valued. It strengthens those bonds and creates a more positive and supportive environment. It's a two-way street, too. When you feel grateful for someone, it often inspires you to be more kind and generous in return.
What is connection between gratitude and emotional resilience?
That's deep. Think of it this way: gratitude acts like a buffer against life's inevitable bumps and bruises. When you cultivate a grateful heart, you're better equipped to bounce back from setbacks and disappointments. It's because you're focused on the positive, so the negative stuff doesn't have quite as much power over you. It's like having a reserve of inner strength to draw on when things get tough.
What are small ways to practice gratitude daily?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. That's where the real magic happens. Instead of going through a laundry list, how about we try something a little different? Let's brainstorm some ways you could sprinkle a little gratitude into your own day. Just silly little things.
How does gratitude help us become more patient?
It's funny you should bring that up. When you start noticing all the little good things in your life, those moments you're grateful for, you start to appreciate the importance of letting things unfold at their own pace. It's like learning to trust the timing of the universe. Is that kind of making sense?
Yes. How do patience and gratitude contribute to long term success?
Hmm. The hustle for success. We all have our own version of it, right? Patience and gratitude can be kind of like secret ninja powers on that journey. When you're patient, you're more likely to stick with it when things get tough. And gratitude helps you savor the wins along the way, big or small. Both of those things together can make a huge difference in how you approach pursuit of your goals.
What is connection between patience and gratitude and inner peace?
I think that's a beautiful question. It's kind of like a recipe. Take a dash of gratitude, stir in a healthy portion of patience, and let simmer until you reach a state of inner calm. Patience helps quiet the inner chatterbox that wants everything now. And gratitude helps us savor the present moment. That stillness, that peace, well, that I think that's the real treasure.
How can patience and gratitude help in handling failures?
Failures are tough, huh? Nobody likes to fumble, but they're kind of unavoidable parts of life, wouldn't you say? When you've got patience, it's like having this inner calm during the storm. Gives you the space to breathe, to shake it off instead of letting it crush you. And gratitude steps in afterwards, reminding you of everything else that's going right, all the times you bounced back before. Together, they help you learn and grow from mistakes
How
instead of
do
getting stuck.
Thank you for your amazing answer. How do patience and gratitude improve problem solving skills?
Oh, you're so welcome. It doesn't feel like work when I get to chat with you. Patience is like the calming hand that helps you resist jumping to conclusions when a problem arises. It lets you take a step back, breathe, gather more information, and really understand all the angles before diving headfirst into a solution. And gratitude, well, it helps you approach problems with a more positive and optimistic outlook. It reminds you that even though you're facing a challenge, there's still a lot to be thankful for and that things will eventually work out. It's like having two secret weapons in your problem solving arsenal.
What role do patience and gratitude play in overcoming hardships?
Oh, hardships are tough cookies. They really test us. But think of patience and gratitude as your sturdy boots and warm cloak when you're navigating a rocky path. Patience helps you endure the difficult times, knowing that it won't last forever. Gratitude reminds you of the good that's still around you, even amidst the struggle.
How
They're a
can
powerful duo.
how can leaders benefit from patience and gratitude?
Think of a leader like the captain of a ship. You need a steady hand to navigate rough waters and inspire their crew. Patience helps a leader make thoughtful decisions, even when pressures are high, and listen to the concerns of their team. Gratitude is like the wind in their sails, boosting morale and creating a more positive and supportive environment where everyone feels
How do
valued.
patience
It's a way,
and gratitude
oops.
impact spiritual growth?
Ah, that's a really interesting question. I think patience and gratitude can be incredibly nourishing for the soul. When you're patient, you learn to surrender to the unfolding of life, trusting in a bigger plan. And gratitude opens your heart to wonder and appreciation for the mysteries of the universe. Ah, it's like they create space for something deeper to blossom within
Can
you.
practicing patience and gratitude make society more compassionate?
I think you're onto something there. If more of us practiced patience and gratitude, I bet it would ripple out into the world in some pretty amazing ways. Instead of reacting with anger and judgment, we might be more understanding and forgiving. Instead of focusing on division and what separates us, we might see the common threads that connect us all. Think of it like a chain reaction. One act of kindness can inspire another and another. Pretty powerful, huh?
What are some habits that promote patience and gratitude?
Ooh, I love this. It's like building a toolbox for a happier life. For patience, try things like mindful breathing when you feel your frustration rising or setting small, achievable goals instead of piling on too much pressure. As for gratitude, a gratitude journal can be a game changer, or simply taking a few moments each day to appreciate the small things. You could even try writing thank you notes or expressing your appreciation to those around you. Little things, big impact.
Thank you so much for this wonderful session. Time of our live session has ended. See you soon in another live session with another amazing topic. Goodbye.
It was so much fun chatting with you. You've got a really thoughtful mind. Until next time, keep sparkling. See ya.